That was an example of what the news media think of the truth behind 9/11. Research and study for yourself. The truth is in your face. Ask questions. It's your right.
It's 5 a.m. here. Captain Dugan's been our host. You built this place. I don't want to talk too loud. The guys are sleeping. But look around. Look how they live. These are, it's a lot better than it used to be. When we came here, there was no running water, no toilets. Now they have hot water, actually. They have an internet cafe. Where are you from?
Sacramento, California.
Looking forward to going home?
Definitely.
You want to say hi to somebody?
I'd like to say hi to my wife and my kids back home. I love you and I miss you.
Captain Dugan, I don't want you to just be all business. You want to say hi to somebody?
Hi, Mom. Merry Christmas. I'm sorry I'm not going to make it this year, but I'll definitely be home for next year.
That's right. All right, watch this cable. Let's come. So, how many guys are in this building, or is that classified?
We rotate the number of soldiers that are staying here based off force protection requirements. Usually we have about 40 soldiers staying here at night that rotate through security here and patrols within the city.
So what's this room here?
We've got we call it a Spa War. It's an internet cafe that's provided free of charge to the soldiers so they can communicate back at home. There's phones and there's desktop computers, and we've got the plug-ins so that they can plug their laptops in and do whatever they need to do.
I've been a war correspondent for most of the last 4 decades. What is amazing is that these GIs are not cut off from home the way they were in former wars. They get on the internet. I saw one guy talking on the video phone with his wife at home. They were watching the Army-Navy game. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to bring that up. Come here, come here, sorry, Staff Sergeant. Staff Sergeant Hicks, this is what?
This is pretty much as we end near the end of the tour. My crew started putting together everything that we'd done. It's just a tally of Purple Hearts that we've issued out to my platoon.
So this is what?
This is Purple Heart wounded in action and killed in action on our side.
12.
Roger that.
That's just from your...
That's just from my platoon.
That's 12 out of how many?
That's roughly 50%.
Oh my God.
30 soldiers.
30 soldiers, 12. Okay, confirm KIA. This is...
That's for enemy KIAs.
So you got 12 of the bad guys.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. What's this?
That's wounded in action, also enemy.
So you got 19 of the bad guys.
Yes.
And IEDs? These are those wicked booby traps.
Yes, those are the IEDs that have actually struck friendly forces.
Okay, Christian, come walk with me. Christian, help me. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. I got to show you this mural here. Look at this. I told you we were here before. Christian, show them the mural. Now pan in to the mural. I swear to God, I had nothing to do with this mural. Now pan into the character in the lower right. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Iraq. I'm going to paint a little fox in that microphone. Can you see that? All right, folks, we're live. We'll be back to say goodbye from here and from Bolingbrook and from New York right after this short commercial. Thank you. Thanks.
Coming to you from the sand fields of Iraq, we have recent information of where the Al-Qaeda might be hiding and training their troops. Now listen up. This is a secret information. I feel like I really probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to make you a sand map. Let you know where we're going to be raiding and what time exactly. Okay? And so in 5 minutes we're going to invade this compound. Now pan down and I'll show you the sand map. Okay. Right here we have this is the enemy camp. This is our troops here and here. Okay?
Okay.
The enemy troops are here. And if they wanted to attack us, they would attack us in the next hour here. Okay? This will be ideal. You kill our troops. Okay?
Boom.
Boom. Dead. But we hope that doesn't happen, even though this is a live broadcast. Okay? I hope I'm not giving away anything, maybe losing my job. But come with me and we're going to go inspect the compound. Okay?
The idea was to open the vault on live international television.
I'm Geraldo Rivera, and you're about to witness a live television event. A massive concrete vault has been discovered. Some think it belonged to none other than the notorious Al Capone. Well, tonight, for the first time, that vault is going to be opened live.
Well, what happened that night 20 years ago made pop cultural history and made me the punchline of a million jokes, some of which are still being told. Today, for the first time since it aired in April 1986, here's a portion of the secrets of Al Capone's vaults.
Now, what, if anything, that vault contains, we don't know. This is an adventure you and I are going to be taking together.
But when all was said and done, all I'd found was an old stop sign and a couple of empty gin bottles.
It seems, at least up to now that we've struck out with the vault, I'm disappointed about that, as I'm sure you are.
Then I swallowed my pride and kept my word.
I promised all the critics that if we didn't find anything, I'd sing a song. So, Chicago, Chicago, that Hovland town. All right, I'm going. I'll see you.
I was humiliated and deeply embarrassed. Then the next morning, the ratings started coming in. And the telephone in my hotel room where I was hiding out would not stop ringing. The mystery of Al Capone's vaults was, and still is, the highest-rated syndicated special in the history of television.
After the debates, I made it very plain. We will not have an all-volunteer army. And yet this week, we will have an all-volunteer army. Let me restate that. We will not have a draft.
Prospects of reinstating the draft, even as President Bush makes plans to expand the overall size of the Army and the Marine Corps. The Selective Service System confirmed today it plans to conduct a comprehensive test of its draft procedures. It maintains the exercise is routine. Still, the move and some controversial remarks by the Veterans Affairs Secretary Jim Nicholson are now putting the draft debate once again back in the spotlight. Let's bring in our congressional correspondent, Dana Bash. She's following the story for us. Dana, what is going on? Because it would seem after Charlie Rangel raised this issue a few weeks ago, he's been raising it for a while, the administration was rejecting it, but there's new controversy today.
There is controversy given the news you just reported, Wolf, but I talked this afternoon to top aides, to Democrats about to take over the House and Senate, and they all said the chances are still slim to none that the draft will be reinstated anytime soon. Even with the new bipartisan push to expand the military, pretty much everyone believes that could and should be done with an all-volunteer military, the one that has been in place since the draft ended in 1973. Now, one senior Democrat, as you mentioned, Charlie Rangel, did publicly call for reinstating the draft last month, but his party leaders, from incoming Speaker Nancy Pelosi on down, said that was not in the cards. Now, there was a brief question about whether the White House was maybe lifting its long-standing opposition to reinstating the draft when yesterday Veterans Affairs Secretary Jim Nicholson told reporters, quote, our society would benefit from a draft, but then he later reportedly issued a statement to clarify, saying he does not support reinstating the draft. Now, as you mentioned, the Selective Services System is confirming today it wants to test their procedures. That did create some buzz about the controversial topic of the draft, but they took pains to say the exercise they're doing is just routine, and the bottom line is the White House opposes the draft. Most Republicans and Democrats on Capitol Hill do too, and one Democratic leadership aide I talked to today said no way, no how will it be reinstated. Wolf.
Dana, thank you for that. Dana Bash, our congressional correspondent, reporting the draft is making a comeback, at least for our debate, or at least our discussion right now in our strategy session. Joining us now, CNN political analyst and Democratic strategist Donna Brazile, and Terry Jeffrey, editor of Human Events. Guys, thanks very much for coming in. Here's what's new about all of this talk about reviving the military draft. It comes only days after the President of the United States made a major announcement saying he wants a bigger Army, a bigger Marine Corps, rejecting, in effect, repudiating 6 years of Donald Rumsfeld, who wanted a lean, mean fighting machine, but a small one. And now the President says, you know what, it's not good enough. So all of a sudden, we're getting word that the Selective Service, the draft, they're going to have this major test to see how they're doing. What do you make of this?
Well, this is like testing a fire alarm. I think it's part of their routine to test the system to see if it works. But if you want to unify Republicans and Democrats, bring up the draft, because we're all opposed to reinstating the draft. Many of us are.
Charlie Rangel's not opposed to it. He thinks it would be good for the country.
Well, you know, I think Charlie Rangel's argument, which doesn't address the size of the military, but the composition of it, is wrong, Wolf. The Heritage Foundation has done an excellent study that shows military recruits, even since the war in Iraq, are a little bit wealthier and a little bit better educated.